A unique occasion took place at the home of Glenfield Rovers, McFetridge Park on Auckland's North Shore, as the current holders of both the ISPS Handa Chatham Cup and Football Foundation Kate Sheppard Cup took to the field in a double header. The Glenfield women were continuing their Kate Sheppard Cup defence against Three Kings United, while their male counterparts, who have never won the Chatham Cup, were looking to edge closer to making history against holders Onehunga Sports. Those in attendance were treated to the rare sight of both famous trophies being proudly on show, and it was a special day for everyone involved.
The weather's played its part today, which is really good, which means that there's going to be a wider group of people coming. We're hoping for a lot of people just to come down and have a look, which may not have been down here before. But also being on a Sunday, having the Premier women and the Premier men is actually quite exciting. It's a big thing for our club, having two teams both at the Premier level at men's football and women's football, which is very, very good for us.
It's a real hub of the community. It's kind of your traditional club. I mean, it's got your blokey bloke atmosphere, but it's also their modern day kind of, the real feminism. This is, I know it's getting a bit big, but is blokes who sit around drinking beer, caring about the women's team. They want to know how it's going to go. They want to know who's playing. The chairman, is like, you better win. And for me, that's equality, actually. And as strange as it sounds, they want the men to win. They want the women to win as well. It's gone are the days, the women can do, we don't really what happens. They want us to win. And I actually take that as a compliment and actually is a little bit of a step forward in this, appropriate with the Kate Sheppard Cup, that as much effort is put into the women winning as the men. So that's great. It's full of really good people, like all good clubs are, it's full of good people. And that's what makes it. If you don't have good people, it's usually, it'll fray and fall apart. And this club is driven by, some good people.
It's really good. They're really supportive to us, and the fact that we've put today's game on and the Chatham Cup game on all at once, I think is really good, and hopefully it brings in quite a bit of publicity and support to the club, and it's good to see the midgets are out there now before us, and hopefully a few of them stay and watch. So I think it's making up a really good club culture. So yeah, it's really good. They're really supportive, and I think they've done a really good job today putting everything on at once, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Glenfield Rovers have a proud record to protect in the Football Foundation Kate Sheppard Cup, having claimed the title in 4 of the past 7 seasons. But they were handed a tough challenge in round 3 with the visit of fellow Lotto NRFL Women's Premier team Three Kings United, who have won the league title in the previous 2 years.
I'm excited about it, and I don't think there's ever been a third round of the Cup that's had so much interest in it. So it feels like a semi-final or a final build-up to us, which is great, which is the way I'd love it every game to be. People say, oh, you're a cup team, not a league team. No, we try to win the league as well, I promise you. We do try our very best. I guess it's just the do-or-die nature of it makes it a little sharper focus. And other than that, we've done well in it because we've had good teams here.
I think we just take a lot of pride in the Kate Sheppard Cup, and because of our successful history, I don't think year after year when it comes around, the girls just really get up for it. And the fact that it's the whole country versing each other and the best teams playing each other, I think the girls get really excited about that. So I think that's why we probably do so well in it, and hopefully we can do it again today. So yeah, we'll see.
The Glenfield men do not have the same record of success in the ISPS Handa Chatham Cup, and it would mean a lot to the club's stalwarts if they can finally lift the trophy.
Way back, we had a venture down to Dunedin, and that was our best finish in the semi-final. Unfortunately, we lost that day 3-2, down in -2 degrees in Dunedin. So it's one of those ones where the club's never won the Chatham Cup, and it's something that, yes, it's in one of those things I want to be around when we do. What happens with Glenfield Rovers when you actually do get into cup runs, people come out of the woodwork, all the old members come out, and the support of the club and behind the team, it just goes to another level. It's really exciting when it does. So yeah, we're looking forward to today.
Both games turned out to be classics on an action-packed day of thrilling cup football. The men looked to be dead and buried at 2-0 down after Onehunga Sports scored through Max Marta and Jake Porter. But the home side then launched a stirring comeback, turning things around to lead 3-2 with a double to Diego Olivares and a further strike from Stephen Carmichael. Onehunga were not about to give up their Chatham Cup without a fight though, and equalised with another Porter goal to take the game into extra time. There was no further scoring in the added period, meaning the teams would need to be separated by the dreaded penalty shootout. It was Onehunga who held their nerve to keep their cup defence alive and finally end Glenfield's hopes for another year. The Kate Sheppard Cup tie was just as exciting. Helen King opening the scoring for Three Kings early on before Dana Stevens brought the teams level. Maggie Jenkins appeared to have scored the winner for Glenfield with just over 10 minutes remaining, but there was still time for Caitlin Pritchard to slot home a dramatic equaliser from the penalty spot. Like in the Chatham Cup match, no one could find the net in extra time and penalties were again needed. This time Glenfield had something to celebrate though, as they kept their cool to stay on track for a fourth Kate Sheppard Cup title in just 5 years. Glenfield Rovers will now take on Eastern Suburbs in the quarterfinals of the Football Foundation Kate Sheppard Cup, while Onehunga Sports will meet Melville United in round 4 of the ISPS Handa Chatham Cup.